you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate, you should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
InfoAir World. Worldwide information.
Malcolm Little was born on May 19, 1925 in Omaha, USA. Later, he was known as Malcolm X. He was truly remembered as important Muslim African leader. In his childhood, he faced many discrimination and racism. He along with his family had to suffer a lot. At the age of 4, his house was destroyed, and at the age of 6, his father Earl Little was killed by the groups. After a few years, her mother sent to a mental hospital and he was sent to some foster homes. He was a very bright student. He was elected as a class president with the vote of class students. He wanted to become a lawyer, but his teachers discouraged him by saying that situations are not conducive for you to become a lawyer. Later on, he dropped out from the school. At the age of 20, he was sentenced 10 years of prison due to robbery. In jail, he was called Satan because he cursed Bible. Later on, he studied about the religion. His brother told him to read about the religion who was recently joined the Nation of Islam. Malcolm decided to write about Elijah Muhammad, who was the leader of Nation of Islam. Though clashes took place between him and Elijah Muhammad, as Malcolm was dropped out from the school, he faced difficulties, so he kept dictionary. Once, he told that he read dictionary whenever he got free moment. After 6 years of prison, he was set free. He thought he has the capability to deliver speech. He came close to Islam and started praying regularly.
Mr. O'Connor,
what is your real name?
Malcolm X.
Is that your legal name?
As far as I'm concerned, it's my legal name.
After that, he changed his last name. He said in an interview that this name was given to his family when they were become slaves, and even they did not want to take that slave name.
The same slave master who owned us put his last name on us to denote that we were his property. So that when you see a Negro today who's named Johnson, if you go back in his history, you'll find that he was once his grandfather, or one of his forefathers was owned by a white man who was named Johnson. If his name is Bunch, his grandfather was owned by a white man that was named Bunch.
Finally, he became the national spokesperson of his community and delivered lectures and gave interviews on televisions. Later on, he went Mecca to perform Hajj. He said that he is a Muslim. Islam is the religion of brotherhood. There is no discrimination in Islam. Later, he got consent to do dawah in US. After return to America, the Sudanese Sheikh Ahmed Hassan, who was a scholar in Mecca for 35 years, joined him to teach foundation of Islam. Once, Malcolm delivered speech in which he mentioned he is ready to work with anyone irrespective of the color, caste, creed to change the miserable condition of earth. Malcolm took care of the human rights of African, irrespective of their religion. He set up the Organization of Afro-American Unity and continued for the rights of black people to achieve equality for them. He was not agree that black people did any act of aggression against white people for discrimination. On the other hand, he wanted that black people got equal rights along white people. While Malcolm abandoned some of nation's more extreme separatist positions on race, he remained staunch black nationalist. On February 21, 1965, Malcolm X was assassinated while delivering the speech. He was shot 21 times. Before this, many attempts were done, but he continued to travel and delivering speeches on different platforms. Over 1,500 people attended his funeral. Malcolm legacy preserved in films, literature. His autobiography considered in top 10 most influential non-fiction books of 20th century. His politics inspired generations against racism worldwide.
If you like this video, don't forget to like it, leave your comments, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to InfoAir World. This is a platform for you.